Is the brand new movie that's hitting theaters on June 12th. The film stars Miao Ji, hopefully I'm saying his name right, who plays the character of Wong, a mute man who is going after these ruthless thugs who kidnap his daughter. But along the way, he meets Navin, played by Joe Taslim, who is going after his missing wife, who reportedly went missing due to the same ruthless thugs who kidnapped Wong's daughter, as they look for information, where to find the kids, and how to find the ultimate villains and take them down. The film is an hour and 53 minutes and is rated R. Welcome back, everyone, to a brand new review here at Max Talks Movies. My name is Max. Today we're talking The Furious. Got a chance, guys, to see this at the AMC Screen Unseen on June 1st. So get to see any movie 11 days early from its wide release. Very exciting as always. So I've loved all the trailers for this movie, but I was very excited to check it out. This film has debuted at multiple film festivals, including the Toronto Film Festival, which is where it got eventually picked up. And I might be overly bullish more than most people, but I loved this movie. This to me is one of the best action movies of the last decade. And it's a movie that, yes, has not this unbelievable plot to it, where this film is definitely The Raid meets Taken. We have multiple people kidnapped or stolen or killed, and we have our heroes going out on a revenge path or just trying to find the people that they love. Very simple premise. Kids are involved, so it's very easy to root for our heroes and root against our villains. But this movie is pretty much nonstop action and fury for an hour and 50 minutes. This film felt more like it was an hour long than an hour 53 long, and that is absolutely a positive. This movie flies by at a rapid pace that I wish more action movies did. This movie is very much martial arts dependent, and I'm not someone who watches like tons of martial arts stuff, but at least from my perspective, it's one of the best martial arts movies that I've ever seen. The action in this movie is incredible. The film stays in these wonders where we get to completely see all of the choreography and hard work and stunts that are being put on display. And each action scene builds on each other. Multiple times I was like, boy, how did they top that action scene? And then 5 minutes later, the next action scene starts, and it's even better. There's an amazing fight scene in an octagon at a nightclub. Amazing stuff. There's the big five-person fight towards the third act of the movie that was incredible. The movement is insane. The teamwork, the balancing, it is just a jaw-dropping action experience that leaves you on the edge of your seat. You feel every punch, every hit. The characters use different weapons. It is insanely high level choreography and stunt work that I think should be studied because this is what action scenes should be like. But I gotta be honest, I was actually more surprised than I thought that I did care a lot about the story. It's not just like the daughter gets kidnapped 5 minutes in, we don't really see her again until the end of the movie, and then boom, the kids are actually very key aspects of the movie. And you really feel the stakes of the film right from the opening scene. Not going to spoil why you do, but you really feel the stakes and that really anyone can die in this movie. It's very high stakes. You feel every punch, the weight of what's going on, you can feel. But I ended up caring a lot more for the story. I cared about this dad going after his daughter, the fact that he's mute, and he has this very much on and off relationship with his daughter. Plus, the bond he has with Joe Taslim's Navin was also very good. But Mao Ji, I hope I'm saying his name right, he plays the main character of Wong. He is fantastic in this movie, as is Joe Taslim, who already was a big fan of after playing Sub-Zero in Mortal Kombat, and also being in Furious 6. He's always been someone used in action movies over the last decade, and he's very suave, cool, but you also feel how desperate he is to find his wife, who also they're not on the best of terms, but he's doing everything he can to find her. And he is great in this movie. The score is good. It's a lot of fun action set pieces and very cool locations that are different from each other. This to me Might be my favorite action movie since Mission Impossible Fallout. So best action movie maybe in 8 years. That's how much I believe in this movie. I can't remember an action movie, maybe since like the John Wick franchise, where I was this much on the edge of my seat for every single action scene. And there are also some, in particular, story beats I was not expecting that came about. Now, I said, is this like the most unbelievable story? No. I do think from like a story perspective, I would have liked to seen our main villain a part of the first half of the movie more. We're kind of directed at like the people working for our big bad, but our big bad in this movie, who I'm not going to tell you who it is insanely badass and cool, but he's not really introduced as the overall big bad until like the second half of the movie. So I think they could have done a better job giving him more screen time in the first half of the film. And yes, there definitely are some unbelievable situations where a particular character in this movie feels like he should have died a couple of times, but he continues to survive until the third act. I can totally see people being pulled out by this character still being alive for a third act fight, but for me, that actually fit the movie perfectly. So this will definitely be one of my favorite movies of 2026. I really highly recommend people go out of their way. If you are an action movie fan, this movie is worth the price of admission. I'm giving The Furious a high grade of 4.5 out of 5. I am going to go 90% because that's how much I really adore this movie, The Furious. So what are your guys' thoughts on The Furious? Let me know down in the comments. Like this video. Subscribe to Max Talks Movies and my Patreon. I have some behind the scenes and exclusive videos for you guys. So find a tier for you. And I'll see you guys in another video very soon.